Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Andy back with another video. I'm just gonna talk about my 2009 Honda Pilot, how I got it, and I'm gonna do a quick walk around of the vehicle. I'm not gonna do like a review because there's tons of reviews out there that you guys can watch and it'll be boring, but I'm just gonna talk about mine and how I got it and what I did to it and maintenance and all of that. So I bought this 2009 Honda Pilot about 2 years ago, or 2 to 3 years ago actually. I actually had a 2009 Honda Ridgeline that when we first moved in my new house, we started doing a lot of projects, so it was very useful. So up until that point, I didn't need the vehicle anymore. So I put it on Craigslist, and I bought it for like 10,000, and I sold it for like 9,400, which used for 2 or 3 years for 2009 Honda Ridgeline was pretty good. So I sold that vehicle, and I got this 2009 Honda Pilot. So the thing is with this Pilot, I was searching through the internet, and I found a spot in Cheshire, Connecticut. It was a Chevrolet dealer. It was called Richard Chevy, and they have like some kind of program where it's wholesale to the public, supposedly at wholesale prices. So that's what enticed me to actually try to buy the vehicle. So this vehicle is actually purchased online, so it's sort of like a Carvana, but I had to do all the arrangements to get the vehicle to myself. So I had to work with the dealer, and I had to work with a shipping company. So basically I bought this like sight unseen. All I saw was like the 40 pictures they put up, which was pretty good. They put a lot of good pictures. I was able to see all the dents, any scratches and stuff like that. The problem is with that wholesale to the public, you only can test drive it in the parking lot. You can't go out. So until you actually pick up, either it was a pickup and you have to bring a trailer, or you might have to like pick up a certain way. But in any event, I was out of state, and once I purchased the vehicle, they sent me the paperwork to sign when we could negotiate the price. I had to pay like I believe it was like a $300 dock fee, to call it, and that was basically it. Also, I had to pay the taxes, and since I wasn't registering the state, that's all I had to pay. So once I got everything signed, they sent me the paperwork. I FedEx it back to them, and then I worked with a salesman to have the vehicle shipped for my shipping company. The shipping actually cost me like I can say like $300 or $400. I wasn't quite remember, but it wasn't that much expensive because Connecticut is really right next to New Jersey, so it wasn't far of a distance. It was probably like I think 3.5 hour drive from where I live, and I really didn't want to take the drive, so I just chose to have it shipped. So that was actually the first time I actually bought a car online, sight unforeseen. So I basically didn't see anything before I even test drive or nothing. So I just took it away. Some people were like, "Oh, you should have test drove it," but it was a one owner vehicle. So I saw the Carfax history. It was like a local trade-in, and also supposedly the salesman said that he knew the family that traded in this vehicle for like a newer Chevy truck. So I don't know, you can take it with a grain of salt, I guess, what they tell you. Sometimes dealers, they say anything, but I just took it, and had the day, had it delivered to me. It wasn't what I expected, but it could have been worse. But pictures actually make a car look better than actually in person. But I knew some of the scratches and dings I had, but for older vehicle, I mean, it was pretty good condition. I'll show you pretty much in a little bit the inside and outside. But pretty much after I got the vehicle, I like did my own maintenance. Recently I changed the timing belt at like 188,000 miles or something, I believe. Right now it has like 192,000 miles, And when I first bought the truck, it was like 176,000 miles. So I drove about, about 17,000 miles or so. Well, actually more than that. But that's just the way it is, I guess. Other than that, I did some minor maintenance, and what else did to it? I changed the brakes. Brakes and rotors. I actually also added a VCM cutoff. For you guys that are not familiar with Honda, some of these J engines, they have VCM, which is variable control management. So what it is basically, once you go drive on the highway about cruising speed, maybe about 50 to 60 miles per hour, the 3 cylinders deactivate. 3 or 4 cylinders actually. I guess the computer controls that. So it's supposed to save money on well, actually it does save you money, supposed on gas, but it saves your gas when you drive the vehicle. So what I was reading in the forums is that there was a lot of oil that used to go in the cylinder, so it was bad for the engine in a way, that it was causing oil, burning oil basically. So I was reading that, so I found the device online that actually installed. It got connected to the battery and some connectors, and it deactivated the VCM completely. So I don't know if I really feel a difference of the gas. You might feel a difference of maybe 1 or 2 gas miles. That's less. If you're averaging 25 before the VCM, you're probably gonna average like maybe 23. But it's not much of a difference. But at least you feel the power of the full 6 cylinders once you drive. But I had that done as well to that. The actual DVD unit, the radio, it malfunctioned before, so it was an issue with the radio. And I just bought another head unit for like $200 on eBay, same exact one, because this vehicle has the DVD. So it was like $200. Came with the radio code, and installed that as well. And that was pretty much what I did to it. Also did a valve cover gasket. It's a lot of work for a 6 cylinder, so I actually bought the part and actually paid like a mobile mechanic and come and install the gasket for me. I did that and changed all the spark plugs, the ignition coils. I had a new battery recently. I actually had a new alternator. It was giving me electrical problems, so for 176,000 miles when I first bought it, so I was expecting these issues to maybe come up. But other than that, basically it's a brand new vehicle basically, even though it has like 192,000 miles. But it drives really nice. Really had much problems with that. It never let me stranded. All it did was like I did preventative maintenance to it just in case, so I didn't want to get stuck anywhere. So that's all I did. I just did for myself, just to have a peace of mind that I won't be like stuck on a road somewhere. So that's what I did. So I'm going to show you around a little bit of the vehicle. I also had an accident to the vehicle as well. I'm going to show you what I did. I actually replaced the front right fender, and it wasn't my fault. The guy just went in front of me, and I sort of clipped him on the side. He just basically made a left turn, and I was going straight. So the police said, it was totally his fault anyway. But I just got a part from a junkyard. I went to Pennsylvania, drove there about an hour and a half, and got the fender and just had it installed. So I really didn't go to a body shop because it was really cosmetic, and it's a really old car. It's about to be like 11, 12 years old, so I'm not gonna even bother. So that's what I did, and I will show you around a little bit, and see you in a little bit. Alright, so here's the view of the outside. So you can see here, I actually repolished the headlights. It was much cloudier back then, so I had this like polished up and very clear. Here on the right side, there is the fender accent I was talking about. As you can see here, I just put the fender on and really didn't do any body work or any spray, anything like that. These are like Honda Ridgeline wheels. These are 18-inch from the sport model. Had those installed, and I have rain guards installed as well on the side, and then also have the cargo basket installed. And pretty much that's about it. It's pretty much stock. This is tow hitch. But other than that, that's about it from the outside. It's pretty much a gray Honda Pilot. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the VCM cutoff for this vehicle. So over here, there's this wire that connects for the power, and there's like a little control unit right there that mounts next to the battery. And then on the bottom, there's another connector that basically shuts off the VCM. It's like a pigtail, so that actually deactivates the variable cylinder management system. Alright, so I'm going to start from the inside. So here's a look at the odometer. It's 192,000 miles. Pretty much standard cluster. And over here is the center stack with your radio control, your climate control. The shift knob is kind of worn out, but it's just expected to, you know, have that wear. About 192,000 miles. Have here Pro Clip cellular phone holder. I have all-weather season mats made from Husky, and then I have a front-facing camera that records the road ahead. This is an automatic dimming rearview mirror, a moonroof. Have heated seats on both sides, center console, the rear DVD entertainment system. It's kind of old, we really don't use it, but you know, you can actually attach a video console to it and actually play, but the resolution is not that good. So here's a look at the back, the third row. It's actually quite roomy compared to other 3 rows SUVs. And the one thing that has a lot of wear is the armrest on the left side here. As you can see, this was the most faded or worn of the interior, and also the driver's seat as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the inside. It's pretty much standard. Didn't do anything special to it. The only thing I did was the LEDs. Here I did the LED lights for all the lights in the back and as well as the front. And that's pretty much it. So that's a quick walkthrough of my 2009 Honda Pilot EXL with the leather and DVD. So thanks for watching again, and see you in the next video, and like and subscribe if you do. See you next time.